I think you can throw away and quit paying for all of these expensive vibe coding tools today. And the reason why, wait a minute. Okay, my vibe coding buddies, don't be coming after me, but I'm telling you, I found a gem I'm going to share with you today that changes all of that. We've got to look at these tools that allow you to do stuff for free so that you can get used to doing them first. And then you start getting some reps in. And if you want to go to some of these other tools, at least you go to those tools now knowing how to do some stuff. Otherwise, let me tell you, if you've seen some of my content, then you know you can burn through credits like crazy. And here's the thing, I, I'm not sure that they don't want you to burn through those credits. Okay, hold on. Stick with me with this one. Here's what I mean. So imagine this. You have a store and you invite people in the store. And he says, yeah, you can, you can play with this, you can play with the stuff and you can, blah, blah, blah. But if any of it gets touched and stained and broken, you got to pay for it. Remember back in the day, your mother would say, if you break it, you pay for it. And you'd be like, I ain't got no money. Well, some of these tools are out there letting you play with them and then saying, hey, you're out of credit right in the middle of a build. Now, I don't know about you, but that fires me up. So I came up and I found this tool, and I'm telling you, you're going to go nuts over it. I'm going to show you here in a minute, but you know why we are doing this stuff, right? Everybody understand why we're doing this stuff. We are doing this stuff so that we can go out there and create digital tools for ourselves. We create these digital tools because they become little assets. Now, if we have assets available to us, can we deploy our assets the way we want to? Yes, no. Every head should be bowing, yes. Because what I'm going to show you, when I show you this tool, and I show you what I just built, I literally just built it using this tool. And the tool is, guess what? Free. Yep, I said it. I know I'm being a little theatrical, but you darn right. When it comes to saving money, I'm theatrical. Right. And I love saving money because look, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to create this. Now you see this, if you're, I see some long time people coming in, right? I've been doing this for 24 days straight, not missed a day. Christmas Eve. Okay. And somebody says, hey, after the holidays, when are you going to get back to work? I'm like, this is not work. This is like fun. So if somebody asked me, hey, when are you going to stop having fun? I would look at them like this, pretty much how I look at it when they says, when are you gonna take a break? A break. This ain't work, so I gotta take a break from it. This is fun. I come on here and I show you and I help you and I talk to you about ways to save money, or I talk to you about ways to create assets. And we're gonna create these assets now using these new tools. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's super, super fun, right? So look at this. We talk about ideas. We talk about creating content from the ideas. We then talk about what I'm doing right now. You're in the 30-day challenge right now. I was going to charge for this, man. I probably could have got a bag for this, but I was like, come on. It's Christmas time. It's December. So I decided to just give it all away and says, if you want to work with me, you of course can by literally getting on my calendar. I got my calendar here, right here. Get on the calendar and let's work together. And I even did something more. So if you're brand new, here's what else I did. I know you're going to be like, what is wrong with you? I said, you can pay what you want for the month of December. Just call me up, DM me. And I've been getting hit up. I had a guy send me a proposal today. Hey, can you help me with this? I need to, do this, that, and the third and create some stuff. I says, yeah. And he knows that it's pay what you want pricing. And he says, I know where you're going to be going getting your coffee. So I'm going to hit your coffee link and I'm going to get you some. And I says, okay, great. Because I am unafraid to ask for things. That's what's wrong with a lot of us. We're afraid to ask. Are you kidding me? You have a skill, you have a talent, and you're afraid to ask for remuneration on that. Yeah, we're going to stop that today. But if we do stuff like this, look at this. If we're creating content, let's say I'm putting this out and I says, hey, here it is. I put it out and you go, oh my gosh, he's giving this rewired book for free. He's telling us how to, rewire brain using neural linguistic programming so that we can think differently, so we can be better, so that we can act better, so we can be more. He's giving this away. Yes. Because sometimes I give it away and I have links inside of it. And I says, hey, listen, now click on some of the links because I want you to go to and enjoy some of the products and stuff that I use. And I'm going to fill it for it. That's how I earn. That's how I eat. That's how I feed my family. We wouldn't begrudge a person for feeding their family, would we? I wouldn't. So that becomes an opportunity. Why do I want you to do this now? Is so that you can go out there and create things to feed your family. Now, you know what I say. Here comes the big disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. I say these things not to give you financial advice, but to literally this is it. I'm trying to inspire you. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to motivate you. And then hopefully you can get to monetization, inspiration, education, motivation, monetization. Any questions on that? That's why I do this stuff. I have had the luck and or grit and or skill or I don't know, hard-headedness to continue to try this stuff, even when times where I was getting 2 views. Sometimes I still get 2 views and I say, I'll take it. Because I only need one person that says, you know what? I'm gonna put this guy on game into my community and it changes everything. Like I said, I am gonna get to 10,000 subscribers. I need your help. Right? If I lose a subscriber, I go, great. They didn't need to be on my content anyway. That's how I look at it. So when I can show you this stuff, and I'm going to be showing you this tool, oh my gosh, it's free, that you can create tools and quit paying for all of these vibe coding tools that I happen to have a lot of. Now, y'all know I got a lot of them. I'm going to show you this tool right now, and then I'm going to show you some tools that I have been using that I might just have to let go. You feel me? Just might got to let them go. All right, here is the tool. It's called stitchwithgoogle.com. So if you look it up, Stitch with Google. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I found out about Stitch. I was like, what is Stitch? Why is it not like everywhere? I'm going to show you some stuff that it was able to build for me, that I was able to build and watch it. Are you kidding me right now? Right now, we got to use our Lovables or Replets. We got to use Emergent. We got to use, ChatGPT. We got to use all these different tools. And then this thing is sitting over going, hey, all you got to do is come over here and play with me for a while. I'm free. Wait, what? I told y'all, I got my little list here. I'm looking to quit different tools right now. Zoom, quit it, because I got another tool that incorporates it. vidIQ, quit it. Canva. Oh my, you did what? You quit Canva? Yes, quit Canva. Why? Because I got some other tools that I get for the most part free. Then sometimes I have to open up if I'm using outerbridge@gmail.com, I may have to go to outerbridgebiz@gmail.com and sign up again so I can get my 6 tries before they say, stop this, pay us. Are y'all seeing what I'm doing here? I'm trying to put cash in your pocket by not suggesting you go spend a lot. Yeah, right. And again, this is not typical, implied, or guaranteed that you're going to make money using these tools. I'm just showing you putting you on some game. All right. So look at this. I want you to go over to, when you get an opportunity, write this down, Stitch. And boy, I had a hard time spelling Stitch. I was messing up the words. The C was before the T. Anyway, so stitch.withgoogle.com. And it'll take you right over to Stitch. Now, if you've seen some of these other tools, if you're in this vibe coding space, like I am, I call myself the 50-plus-year-old vibe coder. But today, I had to be careful because I said I'm making bank and LinkedIn was like, oh, wait, what did he just say? Did he just say, I said, yes, I did say that. And LinkedIn security was like, we got to check out what's going on. Is this guy getting all, weird on us? So I say, y'all know what time it is. It is time to make bank. Okay, y'all get it. So look at this. All right, first things first, I want to show you how I built this. Now, I built it from another tool that I noticed it was free, and I used some weird schema. Please don't ask me to explain it. but I use some schema information that I happened to see it get downloaded when I was downloading from one of Google's other tools. It downloaded this schema. I says, what is this thing doing? Well, a schema is, come to find out, it's just the way that this thing talks to other tools, other AIs. Other AIs want to be talked to in a JSON kind of a way. Eh, JSON, JSON. Okay, if you're in this game, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it likes to be talked to in a very specific way. So if we got a JSON prompt, we literally put the JSON prompt in and it will build based on the JSON prompt. Now, I don't want to go too deep because you saw some of the other videos. If you haven't, go check them out. Check out some of the other lives. I talked about what I created with another Google tool that's also free. And it gave me this JSON prompt. And I said, well, let me see what I can do with that. Kind of weird. So I says, hey, you know what? I'm going to see from everything that it touches. I want to be able to monetize it. That's why I call myself the monetize your life guy. Is because I'm simply doing everything I can, standing on milk crates, doing whatever I got to do to help you monetize things. I think we should have some music for this one. All right, so y'all know I was over there playing with Music Creator. I'm gonna stay on track, but y'all know how I get. I get excited. But I was over there at Music Creator and I created some music. Look at this. Y'all remember this? If y'all don't remember this, shame on you. But this right here would create any music that you want from a prompt. So watch this. Now I'm going off script a little bit here. I don't use scripts, but y'all know what I'm saying. I said I would put up rails. I don't have my rails today. But anyway, so this is how we create digital products. This is what we do. This is a tool that we can create digital products from. What kind of digital products? In this case, music. Watch this. So I got this song. I said it's instrumental only. I said create a song that tells a heartfelt story. I said to generate the music, and it came up with Phoenix Rising. I don't know about you. All right. Are y'all with me? We create that kind of music and we just keep it in a loop. Now look at this. We now have a chance to use stitch.withgoogle.com to create free stuff. We got music generators. Look in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see. We create stuff like this. So I created something from a schema JSON prompt. And here's what it created. Look at this. This is crazy. I'm gonna show you on another way how this looks. If you want to see it in another way, I'm gonna show you. All right, well, let me stop sharing screen. Let me see pretty good right here, right? Look at this. It created a pretty decent looking landing page, right? It gives me a chance to look at it in tablet, in mobile, in desktop format. Okay. Now look at this. We created it over here. If you want to see it in big screen, I'm gonna have to, go to a different tool here. I'll show you here in a minute. First, though, get it. See what we're doing. Creating digital products and stuff that's free. Sometimes we gotta pay for stuff, right? But I'll just tell you what. If I had an employee that was doing this, it would be super ultra expensive. I got tools now. I'm gonna tell you that if someone or something, match up someone's and something together, powerful, powerful, powerful. Right? Turn in some cans, do what we got to do. Get somebody that we can hire for a period of time. Go out there and see if we can get a bag, make some money. And this is not just one fight guarantee that you will. But if you give yourself a shot, like I've been talking about, standing on this milk crate for the last 24 days, why wouldn't you? I don't care if you got a good job now. You know what happens with jobs? You go funny. People get bought, the whole companies get bought, and people are out of business. That just drives me mad. All right, so we're going to be treating it like this. Stop sharing this one and jump into the other one real quick, okay? Show y'all this thing like it is. Here it is. Oh my gosh, check this out. I literally created this with Stitch. I'm serious. I created this with Stitch, right? My overarching company is Our Business Institute, is from which I build all of my literally. It's like the house, and then I have all these little rooms, all the things that I do, the things that you see me doing, are like rooms built onto the house of Our Business. This is all I say for Our Business Institute. It's like I say in the small print, it says where business creation is the classroom, because I teach this stuff all the time. So he created this digital products the honest way. Oh, wait a minute. He might call me and say, "Hey, stop this. We're the honest, right?" Jessica Alba, yeah, she owns it. But she used that kind of word in her stuff, and it just took off. So I said digital products the honest way. And I'm just showing how I help people and how things that I do access the blueprint. I didn't put the link. Anyway, so we got a chance to build that out for me. But let me show you what I built it from. Watch this. This is the prompt here. This is the JSON, right? I says, hey, look at this. I literally got the thing from the other Google tool. I says, hey, look at this and tell me what's going on here. What is this? I didn't know what it was. And it says, oh, that's this. Look what it says to me. I'll translate from machine readable brand schema, schema, schema. All right, y'all help. Schema into plain English, and then I'll tell you what it really says about the business and how it will use. So look at this. This JSON is a brand and campaign definition too. Now you remember the other day I was talking about another Google tool that was the Pomeli tool. I was talking about the Pomeli tool and how you can use the Pomeli tool as a free design tool from Google. Now, why do I say then that you can quit all of these, vibe coding tools that are costing money? Because we got free stuff from Google. Remember how Google gave you Gmail for free? They figured out a way to put the charge for it because after it's filled up, it says, hey, what you like? Yeah, I don't want to go and get rid of all these emails and all that. That's how they do this stuff. They say, hey, use it. And then eventually they come along and says, you're using it quite a bit. You want to get the API key or use it? So don't get me wrong. Could you do quite a bit free version? Yes, I just built a whole site. Look at that. Built a whole site for free. That allows me not to have to pay for all these other tools, and I pay for quite a few tools, right? I've got Image, I've got Chat, I've got Perplexity. Right now, but look what it did. It took that and created a page for me. That's what we wanted to see. That it created a page out of this. Now, I'm not sure if you understand the power of what I'm showing. This is gibberish to us. We look at this and go, man, I don't know, but I know something that does. I know there's a tool out there that does know this. So then imagine now you're sitting at the house and you're saying, hey, I got an idea. I would like to create a such and such so and so. Oh. So then you go over and you open up Google and you say, hey, Stitch, this is what I want to create. Right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you this right here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. See if I can refresh it. If I hit the refresh button, hopefully it gives me a whole new screen and it says, okay, cool. Um, I'm going to delete the project. Everybody cool with that? Let's delete the project. And it's ready again. It's saying, bro, what do you want to do? And notice it's on app. It says you want to create an app. Wait, an app? Yeah, an app. So an app that I can put on an iOS store and start getting paid. Yeah. So first I'm gonna say web because I want to see it. And then look what it's saying it's doing. It's using 3.0 Pro. That's one of the newest ones. Now watch this. I went over to Perplexity and I asked Perplexity a question. I says, hey, Perplexity, I want you to show me, tell me what the stitch thing is. I says, about Stitch with Google.com. Act as my revenue generating guru, the likes of Janet Switzer. She's brilliant and leveraging her ideas. So are you. Use Just Stitch with Google app and help me make 15K a month. Give me some ideas. Watch what it does. Now, seeing this? Stitch with Google first and starts explaining. Stitch with Google is a free AI tool that generates editable UI designs and front end code, HTML, CSS, JS, from text prompts or images. Perfect for rapid prototyping and of web apps and mobile apps in minutes. Now, I like this lady right here. She is so good. I'm reading a book from her. She wrote 2007. What is that? 20 something, 18 some years ago. 2007. And the stuff that she's talking about is stuff that people talk about this right now. She was talking about it back then. So of course her stuff is still relevant. Some of the things she says teleseminar, pretty rough. But when you get what she's talking about, it is so good. It's called instant income. And it's so good. So anyway, so it's telling me what to do. Look, it says stitch speed to build unsaturated niches with AI weirdness. I asked it to build me some weird, quirky, local, taboo tools. I don't know, whatever. Each deployable as a micro SaaS via free hosts. There's some, oh, free again? Plus Stripe in one afternoon. That's my deal. You saw me yesterday. I talked about try to build something that it only takes a day to get done. Because you know the next day is gonna come on you and life is gonna be with that. So y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Life don't stop. Life get flooded. I was talking to a lady today and no, I was listening to a lady on Facebook and farmers. So it's cold. So life is gonna happen. Why do I want to get done in a day? I want to get it out there and start trying to make some income. That's in a day. I get too many ideas to be around with something for a month. You feel me? But we try to get it out there, see if it can earn us some money in building bricks, 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 bricks. We're building a whole business from each brick that we lay down. These ideas are like bricks. And not typical implied guarantee that you will make money from your bricks. This is for educational purposes. All right. We use our AI. Now, I use a lot of different AIs. Why? Because I'm 10 toes down, four fingers and two thumbs down to this stuff, trying to figure out how we can create these digital products, these little assets, and let them things go out there and bring us back some cash. Y'all with me? All right. So that we can make bank. Yeah, no, I didn't. That wasn't a mistake. I said it like that because I don't want LinkedIn, going, hey, what's going on here? So look at this. Launch each as a niche specific app with stitch generated multi-screen UI. This is basically what I just showed you. It's giving me some ideas. So now that I found the tool, and then go, well, what could I create from this? And then base this on what is out there, what's the problem out there in society right now. I want to build things that people want. Man, it came up with some ideas. I was like, dude, you're tripping. Look at it. Fair fitness tracker, another one. Grand Rapids Ghost Tour Booker. That might be too bad, right? A local haunting app with AR ghost overlays from Stitch sketches. That was wild. That was a little far out there. Keto air fryer chaos chef, right? I'm keto, have been for a couple of years now. And as a result of being keto, I use my air fryer quite a bit because I don't fry stuff, but I still. So here it is. They talk about using something like that. Build a little app. I'm looking at these and I'm scratching my head like, I can't see it, but I have to be able to see it. If somebody's out there looking for it, and they said, I would really like to use my air fryer. So guess who's doing that? So I can literally say, I do that right now. So I'm not lying. I just cook some gizzards. I just cook some soy sauce. And I get a nice little crunchy from the gizzards. I put oil. It was coming up with some stuff. I was like, bro, I'm not making that. Procrastination penalty jar. You procrastination. If you procrastinate, here's your penalty jar. Build this. It says build a guilt trip dashboard. I'm on. What about this? Divorce date simulator. This right here prompts for future ex-spouse fights with survival UIs. It's kind of a couples therapy twist. Edgy, no competition. Afternoon can be done. Stitch chat plus sentiment API. So it's got some more weird stuff. So I kept saying, nah, oh, it was something else. It's like, switch our digital streams. Then it got down here to some interesting things. It started telling me what I the idea is a CapCut template organizer. That's not bad because I use CapCut and I use some other tools. Restream overlay customizer. I'm using Restream right now. So an overlay, yeah, I like those. I haven't discovered any new others. We see the same thing. Right? So DaVinci Shortcut editing. That might be something. Walmart Keto Deal Scanner. And I can build this in the afternoon. This is an affiliate and an e-com helper. Gumroad sales page audit. I don't know. Maybe we look at people's Gumroad pages. I hear me talking about Gumroad all the time. I have a Gumroad page. Maybe we look at it and says, man, there you go. You're a Gumroad auditor. Oh, maybe we can build something like that. But it's giving us ideas. Now, if you've ever heard one of my streams, I talk about the pet rock, and I says, hey, here's some ideas. If I think I said if vibe coding is a fad, here's some fads that made it bad. Pet rock is one. So if vibe coding, this whole thing is a fad, let's go out there and get that fast, right? So anyway, here's another one. It says workflow optimizer. All these different things that it says you can do. And I said, you're thinking of stuff I talked about lately. Stop that. Because that's what your GPT. Then you start feeling like, so I said, stop doing that. Come up with something very interesting, but very new. And it said, okay, great. Virtual water cooler roulette. Meeting overrun fines job. I like that. You can the company. Saying I got this thing tracks with the meeting goes over. I should be. And maybe that's something you can sell to companies. E-learning sidekick. Try it at your own company. Try it on your own. I don't have meetings to go home anymore. You know why? Because I got rid of Zoom. I would go 2 hours on the meeting. Now Zoom would tell me, "Oh, we got great." I'm sorry, I got to get off in 40 minutes, y'all. See it? Gig economy helpers. Voice over script time. Okay, see listing price optimizer. That's pet sitter shift swap. Circadian light scheduler. Hydration habit change. I'm going, come on. I need something that this Stitch tool can build for me. And that's what that means. Here's one. It's podcast guest. Huh. Niche topic, connected dashboard, 69 bucks a month. You do a pairing of somebody looking to get on podcast to people that have podcasts. Yeah. They can make you $69 a month. You get some people on there that's just looking. I know this to be true because this is a thing that's out there right now. Newsletter open rate gamified. AB reviewer with prediction. What is that? I need it. See what we're doing? We're looking at tools that are free. We're going to build stuff very, very fast. And then we're going to, because it's already being looked up, we're going to grab one of these ideas and we're going to be the experimenter that we are. Business scientists, like I said yesterday, business scientists. Okay, here it is. Look at this. It's telling us for each prompt, Stitch for 3 to 5 screens. In other words, Stitch will do 3 or 4 different iterations. I did it the other day and it gave me 3 different. I like them all. So guess what you could do? You could test all three. We call it A/B split testing in the marketing world, but why not A/B/C testing? Three of them, put them out there, and to the best one, run traffic to each one, right? In other words, get some ads with some traffic. This one, how many did this one? How many did that convert? Over to this one, how many did that convert? You see what we're doing? I'll give you an example. Today, I went out and I spent about $150 just for that. Picking up some used cars, stuff like that. 150. Now I'm going to take care of my folks. How routinely do you spend on groceries, whatever? What if we ran ads to these three things to 75, 75, 75, right? Our math is this is, you know what I mean? We took a third of the $150 and we put it on in each one of these things that, right? Now, we see which one wins. We run traffic to it to see if people say, oh, I can use that. Now we got to make sure that we find out where they are. Here's some other. One of the ones that I says, hey, listen, nah, I said none of these hit the mark. Forget previous prompts. I was feeling well, and then I started going off the rails. And start again. This time, take service products that a lot of people uh, don't have and put an AI twist on it. Then it says, okay, stitch with Google turns text prompts into ready to deploy. Then it says, could you make this? Job hunting with an AI twist. Resume gap fill. Mock interview sentiment coach. Answers, scores, four words, and oh, people are going to be looking for interview coach. Job match cover. This is real simple. Home services, house cleaning scheduler, lawnmower quote line, appliance repair diagnoser, AI tax deduction hunter. Ooh, I like that. Look at this. It can tell you what you missed in the business. Hang on. Budget leak detector. Anybody need that? Create one for somebody. I'm giving you a free idea. This is gem drop. I've dropped so many gems. I forgot to leave them. So look at this. Invoice dispute automator. Right. Grocery list optimizer. Symptom to doctor match. Now that sounds interesting. Supplement stat suggestion. It giving us ideas after ideas after ideas. So let's go do one. Let's do this. Everything scheduling. Let's play. Right? Let's go and take this. Now I don't know what's going to happen. This is super live. So I'm going to go over here and see if it gives us enough room. Let's say, bam. Watch what happens. Now it's going to use 3.0 Pro, but it gives us choices. Now 3.0 no, Pro is their latest one, I believe. Yeah, 2.5. Look at this. 2.5 Pro thinking is 3.0. That just came out like 2 seconds ago. I'm serious, right? So this is what I did. I just put that little bit everyday scheduling AI. I don't even know if it's going to take this and make sense out of it for me, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Watch what happens. Stitch with stitch with google.com. Now watch what happens. I don't even know what's going to happen. Just say, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. So look at this. It is now thinking about all this. It has to create them all. It's asking me a question. Oh, see what it's doing? It's saying, bro, what do you want? Yes, create them all. Because what we want to do is see how a tool responds. Now, I've had these tools right. Like, look at this. So we got a free tool. We put in what it sees as three ideas because we just looking at perplexity or you're looking at ChatGPT. you look at whatever, you see a news article, and then I'm giving you too much. Here's what that's why I say right? Because if I'm giving you something that you go, my gosh, this is just too much. Yeah, I can't sleep tonight thinking about all this stuff. Honor that work. If you want me to, because you say if he gives me this, working with him must be fun. I can tell you, I don't have to tell you. I just go over here and do this. I show you. These are people that have worked with me, right? These are voice testimonials. I've got a page. If you want to see the page, just send me the page. I want to check these people out. Fine. Right? And this is stuff that I'm taking action and what I learned from you. I've seen this video and I've had the skills to play it in action. Thank you. Um, I was showing this is really fun. I was showing them how to use magazine to capture ideas and potential clients. And she said, she said, I sat down with this magazine and then she started to look at ways she could apply what I was teaching her in class. Right? Look at this. Cynthia says, I sold out my event today, right? I sold out my school. I've been talking to her about this is what you need to do. This one right here, um, when she was showing me one of my things, this is a guy who was working doing my email stuff. He said, got 29 opens within 2 minutes, 4% open rate, plus, or 5% open rate, right? There's somebody I just posted that on my TikTok story because I get after people about not posting things that I see, and I go, well, post this like crazy. I want you to 10x the posting. Now we got to go move to like 16, 17, 18x. Why? Because other people got these tools too. So if they were doing some, you know, we're doing 5x, 10x ain't gonna get it done. We got to double stuff that we can do. So here's somebody else that says, thank you, thank you, thank you. I had a meeting with the church last night. And they finally approved all three of my programs. Right? So I don't have to tell you that when we work together, it is for real. It's fun. Here's what I do. When I sit down and I say, what do you want? Don't give me no smoke. I want to know, like, if I ask you, what would you like to do? You said, well, I want to go to Chicago. Oh, Chicago. So next question is, how would you like to get there? You want to walk? Like, why would I do that? Exactly. You want to ride a bike? Why would I do that? Exactly. How about drive a car? Yeah, I could. Well, what about the train? Well, that's even better. It's cheap. You ain't driving. You don't have to worry about somebody running you over. Or could I get on a plane? TSA. Right. So we pick the best route. What I do is when I work is I ask you a series of questions, and then I say something very important. And say, how important is this to you? And most people say, well, very important. I say, well, when do you oh, I'm thinking after the next year. I look at things that if you're in an emergency situation, in other words, well, you so I say, well, how fast do you use these tools, try these things, get out there and educational purposes, not financial advice. People that try to get out there and make money, line it off, oftentimes they don't make a dime. Why? They don't market, they don't care, they don't follow through, calls are coming. I see people, here's the email, so I got a whole course that says how to turn annoying emails you're getting with inbox into cash. People go through the course, they go, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea some of these emails can be so good." Every piece of information. So when I'm working with you, this is exactly what I say. important to you, I'm gonna give you a set of tools to work with, because what I want you to be able to do, even if you're not taking, I want you to be able to do is go, him and I got it. So now that we have someone and something, it makes our potential success greater. That's how I work with it. I says, okay, we're going to create content like crazy. Show them some of the tools we use. 'Cause some people got a little bit of DIY in them. They really don't want other people to do stuff for them because they want to take all the credit. I understand that. I'm just leaning right into it. So when I'm working with you, what I do is I say, okay, cool, there you go. And sometimes you can give somebody a blueprint, and when they start tearing, you ever done this when you got a piece of furniture back to the house, you got to put it together yourself. And you start looking at all the pieces, and you look up and you go, oh, some people love that. They love puzzles. I do not. So if you do not, you can have somebody come help you. Even if you're doing it with somebody, you go, oh, I think this piece goes with your thing. And fun that way, putting stuff together. That's what I do when we're working. Okay, y'all ready to go see what we got over here? Oh my gosh, what did they come up with? Look at this. This is crazy. Y'all can't see it. I just looked over and says, y'all can't see it. Look at this. Look at this. Remember how we just dropped in? What we did was we just dropped in something that we got from here. Watch this, y'all. I was asking questions about this stitch tool. What's going on? And it says, well, I'm going to give you some ideas. And now you put those ideas in to stitch. We did it. Salon style virtual try on, upload photos, stimulate, blah, blah, blah. Doctor, wait time forecaster. We just put all three in. Yeah? Y'all watching? We put all three in, and this thing came up with, oh my gosh, look at this. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God, I'm going to get too excited. You have to, bear with me. So this one, right? This is the Virtual Transformation Studio. Let's see if we can make it. All right. So we got that. We got this right here. What is this? I'm gonna leave it up. Oh, oh my gosh. Can I show y'all something else? Y'all with me? Oh man, we're 9:42. So okay, I'm gonna show you something else. And if you bear with me, then you should be able to see this in real time. Watch what I do. All right, let's look at this one right here, the virtual try on. Hit more. We're going to hit view code. Is going to give me all of the code. Copy it. Watch this now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to another tool that I use. See if you can see that right over here. I'm going to just very slowly show this. Watch this. All right. Now, y'all with me? Y'all see all this code up here? Now, this is just called Notepad plus plus. It's a very specific kind of tool that it allows me to see the result of code, right? Now, here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. I'm going to clear this out. Put this code that I just got. I literally just got this code from over there at Google, which is another cool thing. They give you the code. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I'm going to hit this right here. I'm going to hit save as. Now, you don't have to follow all this, but I'm just doing it because this is how I do it. Download folder. Right? Make sure I got it in my download folder. It says code from Stitch. Code from Stitch. All right. Look at that. I can't spell. Okay. Save. I'm gonna save it. Now you don't have to remember all this. I'm doing this just so I can see what it created in a bigger format. Go ahead and hit view. If you follow it real slow and you want to go behind, now I'm gonna say view in Chrome. I want to see it big time. I want to see it real time. See how this thing put it together for me. Oh my gosh, y'all should see what I'm seeing right now. It's crazy. It is crazy. Look at that. It came up with a name and everything. Lumineer, Lumiere Salon AI, virtual transformation studio. Upload a photo. You got an AI camera. I'm laughing because this is crazy, right? And then it will do some interesting things for you. Um, what we would do, book appointment, all these different things. Now, we would probably have to go in there and massage the code, but look what it gave us to go out there and maybe test to see if anybody wants it. Here's something. So you may go, well, it's not really. Sometimes we put stuff out there for the ready, see what people do on the site. So run traffic to the site. This is, this is ain't a gym. This is like the the hill where the gym are. As we do this out. We watch people just click on stuff. This happened to me like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, man, this thing don't work. I'm pissed off. I'm like, work. Let's use it. And I see what they were doing now. So we use a heat map. It's a heat map to see what people keep clicking on. They may click on the face and we go, damn, weirdo, what are you doing? Clicking on her face on that, right? Or they click over here to book. If if you see from the heat map, that's literally what it calls it. It'll show you what people, when they come to the site, are doing. If people are going book appointment, book appointment, book appointment, that is an indicator that they want it. If they just come on the site, they just kind of look around, they don't click on nothing, right? Or if you find themselves constantly looking at this, that's another indication that faces, we know this to be true for psychologists, faces matter. People want to look at this, they want to look at, man, look at the detail, whatever they want to do, right? So that means if we go and do the site again, we make sure we have the face of it because people are attracted to this or they're looking at the face of it too long. Or if they're over here saying, man, I want to put the point, I want to put the point, I want to put the point. If you go over here to my profile, you get a chance to see that long before you even do it. Just saying. And we put job on game, 48 minutes in, saying this is the kind of stuff that we now have available to us so that we can go out there and create crazy. So, okay, now we've got that. One of the other things that we can do now, we want to remember, why are we doing this stuff? Why are we doing this stuff? We are doing this so that we can create digital assets for ourselves. Now, here's the other one, tutor session planner, Dr. Wait Time Forecaster, right? Remember what we said. We can go and preview it. We can look at it in tablet. We can look at it mobile, all kinds of stuff. We get a chance to take a look at what it would look. Y'all want to see the code on that one real quick? See the head going up. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So I'm going to go to more. I'm going to go to view code, right? We're going to go view the code. We're going to copy the code. We're going to go back over here to our Notes++. Here. Okay. So we're back over at Notes++, Notepad. This is just allows you to very, very quickly see the code that you just got. Right? Now, I showed you people the other day how to put it into your own LMS, learning management systems, right? And in certain cases, put it into your website. So go to save as again. I'm on my downloads folder. And I'm going to just say code. What this does is just creates the HTML so we can look at it. Right? So now I'm going to go ahead You, then I'm gonna go over here. So I'm gonna go on view turns out Chrome, bring it over here so y'all can see it. It just made this just like right. Watch this. Wait time AI is giving us. Oh my gosh, this is great, right? This is what we do. This is what we do. Me and you, me and you. I'm looking up. Me and you. We just so you can go. Yeah, I did. So when people ask you, what are you doing at 9 o'clock? Well, I build AI tools. I build tools using AI. I build sites using AI. Somebody's gonna go, you do what? So yeah, I'm vibe coding with 50 plus year old vibe coder. You ever show y'all that? Y'all never saw that? Oh, I'm probably you know how it is. You get kind of funny with that, right? And then that's why I say 50 plus. Having fun here. Hello. So I'm gonna show you. I think I got the let's see if I even have the 50 plus year old so I can sit here and see if I got the picture. All right, here it is. Y'all gonna trip. I don't want to hear no smoke. See you in the street. I'll be bro. I saw you. I saw you. 50 plus year old vibe. Look at this. Huh? 50 plus year old vibe coders. Shocking secret nobody's telling you about. Well, that secret today is I just see somebody coming up. You're late. It's 9 o'clock. We start. So get this. I literally just showed you how to vibe code up a whole app using a free tool. Did I do good, y'all? 50 plus year old vibe coder show you some stuff. Did I do good? Did I show y'all how we do this stuff? Right? And I went over right over here. We use Stitch. We use Stitch. Stitch created three things for us. Here's the last one. This is the tutor one. I want to see that one too before I jump out of here. All right, cool. Let's do it. Somebody just came in. Let me see this. We're grabbing the code. I'm going to take the code over and I'm going to take it to another. I'm now going to put this over into this tool right here. This is Note Plus, Notepad Plus Plus. It's free as well. I'm going to put this new code in here. Watch this for my new person that just came in. Watch this. Saving it. Now I'm using a free tool called Stitch from Google. Stitch from Google. Let's just put code in. All right, so now I saved the code. Now I'm just going to view it so I can see it in real time. That's what I want. It is. There it is. Check it out. Check it out. Session planner, income, tutor AI. I know that. Tutor AI. But now it built this for us. And how long did it take? A minute and a half? With my more to it. But I wanted to tell you that you could literally quit paying for all of your those vibe coding tools. I had a price chart up there, y'all. I had a price chart that was showing all the vibe coding tools and what they cost. It was crazy. I'm serious. It was like, okay, this is not good. All of these different tools that cost between it was like 29, 49, and that is just basic. I'm over here with Google Stitch dot Google Stitch dot with Google dot com. And I created that tool that y'all see right now. Are you kidding me right now? Let's crush it, y'all. Let's go out there. and become bipolar so that we can create these digital assets. Put the digital assets out there with buy buttons for sale. Put them in front of the right people. The hope is, and this is for educational purposes, tell you this, not to give you financial advice, suggesting that all this stuff is typical and fine, guaranteed. People that try this stuff, oftentimes don't make money. Why? Because guess what? You've seen this for the last 24 days. Let me ask you a question. How many things have you gone out there and created? Just curious, not condemning, not judging, just curious. So I've shown you and I've shown the world and stuff by way of Facebook and 5 other channels. How many have done anything? And it may be the difference in so that is the case, get on my dang calendar. Stop playing. Get on my calendar. 2026 is around the corner. Don't wait. Fine. Jump on and let's have some fun. This is all I'm doing all the time. Having fun. See you tomorrow.